I just checked the comments and I'm mortified. The men are in the comments standing on being. This is why the women pick the bears. Y'all either are dangerous enough to hurt, harm, assault women or other people, or y'all just punks.
Allow me to take the time to first say condolences to the family members of Clintavious Thompson. This video is in no attempt to make light of his passing or to use his passing as a means to garner likes, clicks, and views. This is simply my attempt to make a point that we have a violence issue in our community that's perpetrated by both male and females, and that we all have a duty to watch out for one another, to show one another common human decency. My attempts tonight with this video is to simply highlight some of the dysfunction that goes on in our community. It's not to make fun, it's not to poke fun, it's not to make light of anyone's situation. If you have any family members that have unfortunately came to their untimely demise due to violence, you have my greatest sympathies and prayers. And I would like to take the time to say, keep your head up, be strong, support one another, love one another, and cherish one another. Now, before we get started, let me say what I always say. For those who've been rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in or out of the door, for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Allow me to paint a picture. It's May 10th, 2020. Tatiana Shelton enters a seafood store. She waits in line like many other customers are doing to buy seafood. While waiting in line, a friend or gentleman that knows or an associate that knows Tatiana Shelton enters the seafood store. Instead of waiting for Tatiana to exit the line, he proceeds to skip other customers in the store. Now, when he does this, another customer who happens to be with child takes objection to this. Tatiana Shelton and customer with child gets into an altercation where Tatiana Shelton begins to strike the woman with child. This is where Clintavious Thompson comes in. He is a witness to this, and he may or may not be friends with the woman with child who's being assaulted by Tatiana Shelton. He steps in to intervene, to break it up, and at that moment, Tatiana Shelton and Mr. Thompson get into a scuffle. They somehow manage to fall through a window, break the window, and land on the sidewalk. At this point, Tatiana Shelton pulls out a weapon of mass destruction and begins to assault Mr. Thompson with the weapon of mass destruction. At this point, she has Mr. Thompson at a disadvantage, and she proceeds to strike him over and over again until he becomes incapacitated. Now, instead of Tatiana Shelton backing off, he doesn't. While Mr. Thompson is laying there on his stomach, possibly trying to pull himself up to get away, he is then put down with a shot to his back. This ends Clintavious Thompson's life. This is the moment that changed both Shelton's and Thompson's life. One is no longer with us. The other, for the past 4 years, would await a trial and sentencing. Tatiana Shelton was sentenced to 20 years for the unaliving of Clintavious Thompson. This is a sad, tragic event. I take no fun, I take no moment of glee to report this story, but I would feel remiss not to. We have a lot of women that get on social media who peddle in misandry and push narratives that black men don't protect black women, black men are the arbiters of unaliving black women every 5 to 6 hours, and that black men do not intervene to help, save, or keep black women unharmed. And I have to ask at this point, what was this? Did this young man not intervene? Did this young man not risk his life? And sadly but surely, his life was ended from him intervening? I would say yes. But yet, we have women like this woman I'm about to show you that have a different perspective. I have to ask, before I show this video, when does it stop? When does this senseless gender war end? Are y'all not absolutely tired of this back and forth? Black women and black men need one another. And if we cannot get along, we will not exist, because there are others who benefit from our destruction. Now, without any further ado, the rest of my video.
I just checked the comments and I'm mortified. The men are in the comments standing on being pussy. This is why the women picked the bears. This is why every woman that was asked, damn near every woman that was asked, said, I'd rather go against a bear than a man, because y'all some scary ass human beings. Y'all either are dangerous enough to hurt, harm, assault women or other people, or y'all just punks. And the punks are in the fucking comments. Shout out to all the ladies reading y'all to filth in these comments, because you guys are telling me yourselves, y'all are standing on being pussy. It is very, very unattractive. Y'all saying that y'all will protect y'all family. I don't believe it.
Who the fuck are you?
I don't believe it. I don't believe that y'all will protect y'all family the way that y'all think. Because if you would, it will be instinct. If you've seen a woman that needs help, to at least interfere. Even if you don't want to fight, call the cops, yell out, hey, yo, leave her alone. Y'all won't do that. Y'all won't even do that. Y'all record, because it's actually entertaining to y'all, because y'all fucking sick. That's the real tea. That is the real tea.
The judge, prosecutor, and defendant all used the same word to describe the events of May 10, 2020, senseless. Mobile County Circuit Judge Brandy Hambright sentencing Tatiana Overton Shelton to 20 years in prison for Clintavious Thompson. According to testimony at her trial in March, she was standing in line at John's Seafood on Spring Hill Avenue. A man cut in line, prompting an objection from a pregnant woman behind her.
Surveillance video played in court shows Shelton striking the pregnant woman. After that, Clintavious Thompson intervened. They scuffled and fell through the window. Video shows Shelton pulling a .40 caliber pistol and Thompson in the back. Thompson was 18 days away from graduating high school at the time. His mother described walking across the stage to accept the diploma on his behalf.
It's a completely senseless, horrific circumstance where a man was trying to protect a friend, a pregnant friend, and then was.
Shelton told Thompson's family that she has been devastated by what transpired. She said she didn't see his face and perceived danger when a man in a hooded sweatshirt grabbed her. She said she was horrified when she learned he was only 19. The victim's mother, April Jackson, says she's forgiven Shelton. She described how devastating it was to have to accept her son's high school diploma just 18 days after the shooting.
Because when you go up on the stage, my son was seated in the first row. So what they did was put flowers and his cap and gown on the chair. I heard what she said. And I think that today reality is actually setting in on her actions.
Thompson's sister, Carson Thompson, was just 16 when her brother.
It's been a long journey, and I'm just glad that we have some type of justice, even if it's not what we thought it would be. It's something.
Shelton started in cosmetology and then pursued successful careers in nursing, pipe fitting, and as a crane operator. She was a certified welder who trained new welders. The victim's mother says that's ironic because her son planned to study welding after graduation. If things had played out differently, Shelton might have been his trainer.
All right. Gotta ask, man, who's gonna replace his life? How are you gonna make it right? Since men are pussy, since men are standing on being pussy. To this creator here, that's my question. Who's gonna make it right with his family? You cannot replace his life. His life isn't disposable. But misandrists like yourself seem to think that black men are guard dogs and that our life doesn't matter. Our lives are disposable. But they're not. Because once they're gone, we cannot get them back. You cannot make it right. So to sit up as a person who doesn't have to protect others and claim that others are punks because they may be hesitant to lose something so valuable, i.e. their life, you now think that that makes them pussy. Well, I got news for you, ma'am. Everyone values their own life. Self-preservation is a human instinct. And just because no one is willing to throw their life away, to throw their life literally away for someone they may or may not know, even though black men have historically been doing this over and over and over again, and now you modern social media misandrists have an issue when men are a little hesitant to do it because they see when things happen to someone like Clintavious Thompson that it doesn't make a difference because women like you still make the trash videos you make. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get it cracking in the comments. I'll see y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace, man. Y'all gotta learn how to love each other. I'm out of here. Like Jesus.
숨을 뱉어봐도 더 이상 예전 같지